The positioning statement, among other things, eventually forms the basis of their 30-second, 60-second, 5-minute, 10-minute, and 20-minute pitches, each of which tends to be customized to various situations and various audiences. And Jonathan indicated earlier the challenge of trying to win over early adopters when you're a tech startup, and having an absolutely nailed positioning statement is really one of the ways to do that. So how about a really quick crash course on a positioning statement? One of the reasons we wanted to have you here today is to show you how we roll in tech, and this is the kind of lesson we teach everybody in the programs around the province. So very quickly, this is a structure of a positioning statement. Now, before you say to yourself, how am I going to say that in an elevator, because it's probably a 30-story elevator ride, the point here is not to do this exercise and then regurgitate it to your client or to your customer prospect in its entirety. The point is to use the structure to guide your critical analysis of your business. So your target customer profile, first and foremost. In a startup, it has to be absolutely laser focused, and I guess I would argue even in a non-startup, you have to be laser focused, laser focused on a target customer with a very defined customer profile, so that when you're introducing what you do, your audience, that your target audience knows that you're positioning a product for them, and frankly anybody that you're speaking to knows the target audience you're positioning the product for, and may be in a position to recommend you. You never know where these opportunities can reside. And then the next section is who need an accurate definition of the problem. I've sat on so many mentor panels where the entrepreneur will tell us what they do without focusing on the problem to be solved. So for anybody in the room today, if you've got a product or a service in the market, think about repositioning how you communicate the product in terms of an acute definition of the problem. And I think you'll see more success in terms of the receptiveness of the message. We typically work through a product name, and we typically work through a product category. What kind of a category is it in? This essentially tries to anchor the positioning statement to a genre of products that the audience may already be aware of. And this tends to really help in understanding what the product is for and where it might be used. And then secondly, the key benefit obviously goes without saying as a really important component of it. Really trying to hone in on the key benefit that that product brings to the customer audience. And then really importantly, always again trying to reference perhaps other products in the market that other folks are aware of. Bring your customers, your competitors to the forefront, because if you're pitching a product, your customer will probably be aware of competitive products. So rather than hide from competitors, use it as an opportunity. Highlight the competitors that you believe you're up against, and be sure to pick a very compelling differentiator that separates yourself from your competitors. And that really creates an anchor statement when you're talking to potential prospects of your product. So that's it. I expect that hopefully you'll be able to use some of this in your business today. As I mentioned, the point of this exercise is not to then go build a statement and stand there with a cue card when you're networking. The point is the critical analysis that this process forces you to go through. If you take a shot at this, I almost 100% guarantee that you'll find some new idea that you'll be able to use in your business. So, first up, and each company is going to have 90 seconds, so this is rapid fire pitch, and this is how they do it typically in the pitch competitions and in some of the early investor competitions as well. James Thomas, CMO from Allocadia. James?
So what do Netflix, RBC, Hootsuite, AppNeta, local companies AppNeta, and companies like VMware have in common? The answer, they're all Allocadia customers. We have an amazing story to tell. We're founded by twin sisters here in Vancouver. Christine Stewart, our CEO, was a marketing manager at Crystal Decisions. Probably lots of people connected to Crystal here today. She was running field marketing at Crystal Decisions. She had $1 million budget, and the person beside her had $1 million budget, and they're trying to manage all these things all together, and they're getting killed by the questions from the business. So her twin sister was traveling the world at the time, working at Yahoo Norway, and they came together to create this incredible business we call Allocadia. The whole concept was around marketing performance management. Can we manage the budgets, the plans, the performance and marketing in order to give people in marketing the ability to talk the language of the business. We're not talking about leads and likes and follows, we're talking about investments, returns, and revenue. And so our company founded 5 years ago. Today we have 60 employees, we have 130 customers, we manage over $10 billion in marketing budgets. Overall, we love our company, we love being from Vancouver, and we'd love to talk to you about how Allocadia can help with your marketing performance investments.
Great, thanks. Whoa. 3 seconds. 3 seconds to spare. Unbelievable. Catherine Dahl, CEO, Beanworks.
Thank you, Dean. Good morning, and thank you all for coming today. You're all very innovative just for being here. Beanworks is an automation platform for accounting software, for accounting workflow, actually. And our first pillar in that product, in our product line, is called Beanworks AP, which is an accounts payable automation platform. And I know you're all about to fall asleep because I'm talking about accounts payable, vendor invoices, and accounting, but it's a really important piece of any business. And in mid-sized companies that we work with, it's a 16-step process done on a paper platform today, which is extremely painful and time-consuming and expensive. What we do is help streamline that process down to 5 steps, automate it, and put it in a cloud-based solution. And in doing that, we increase the productivity of our customers' accounting departments by over 50%. We help CFOs and controllers have a level of control that they could not have in a paper platform or a paper format, and our customers love our solution. We work with customers like Ticketmaster, Live Nation Canada, Gateway Property Management, and Harbour Air. Those are all Vancouver-based and Vancouver-operated companies. And what they love about our platform especially is that we manage all of their legal companies in one place. We give them one viewpoint for their controllers, their spenders, and their accounting team to manage all of their legal companies. Just as Traction on Demand is about to add additional companies within their platform, we allow them to take all of that accounting information and manage it from one place. If you'd like to talk to us afterwards, we have many more things on our, coming up on our platform that we'd love to show you and talk to you about. Thank you so much for your time.
Pass it on. Christine Summers, CEO and co-founder of ePact.
So a staff member has a heart condition. A hockey player has had multiple concussions. A child has diabetes, or the latest astronaut to go to the space station has a severe nut allergy. You are responsible for these people as their manager, their coach, their teacher, or their commander. But do you have the information you need to actually support them in an emergency? Can you quickly and easily communicate with their loved ones? That's why we built ePact. Too many organizations don't have the information and communications they need to support their members in an emergency. So ePact is essentially like a LinkedIn for emergencies. It allows families to create a single emergency record, add contact details, allergies, medications, health issues, and then connect and securely share that with organizations that they trust, friends, and relatives who support them. For organizations, that means better data, greater support, and broader connectivity in any crisis. So if there's an injury, a fire, or an earthquake, then you have the critical data that you need anytime, anywhere, and the communications that you need to connect to your members and their emergency contacts. Ultimately, ePact creates better connected and protected families, organizations, and communities overall. Thanks, and I've got 12, 10, 9.
Wayne Webb, Director of Operations, Foodee.
With a quick show of hands, who's ever had to order food to their office before? Keep your hands up if you enjoyed that. Looks like we might have a few customers in the house, because that's what Foodee does. Using technology, we allow businesses access to best-in-class restaurants you otherwise wouldn't have access to. Places like Banana Leaf, Meat and Bread, Tacomfino. All this done from your keyboard. Foodee solves 2 problems though. We make meaningful relationships with local owner-operator restaurants, allowing them to increase their revenue without increasing their operating costs. All of this is done by your keyboard. Recently, we've launched our 2nd city in Toronto and are experiencing incredible success. So much so, we secured more financing and are about to launch 4 more cities this year, 2 by June. Not only are we launching 4 more cities, we're taking our business south to America and expanding our company down there. We started with a company team of 5 employees. We're now 25, 2 cities, and hope to be in by 10 cities by the end of the year. I'm way faster than I was supposed to be.
That's good. That's fine. That's great.
Thanks.
Woo! Dave,
I'll be in the back if you need your team. Come find me, and I'll make sure that happens.
David Snell, CEO, Fusionpipe Software.
Thank you very much. With a show of hands, who likes entering complex passwords and usernames? No, nobody. Okay, so Fusionpipe specializes in authentication solutions using smartphones and smartwatches and wearables to automatically authenticate users to both networks and devices. So why is that such a good thing? Well, it's very, very hard, actually, when you look at security versus convenience in terms of authentication, to combine the two. For instance, if I want more security, then I have to use things like second-factor authentication, smart cards. I have to use NFC smart cards, dongles, all of those kinds of things that waste time. So how big a problem is this? Well, the problem is about a $400 billion fraud, cybercrime issue worldwide every year. In fact, if you look at the Russian team that recently actually hacked into banks where they used the security cameras to get into the network and then watched very patiently, watched all the employees enter their passwords in and do other things, and then stole $1 billion from the banks. That's a very costly problem. So taking this problem and applying it to certain use cases, we've come up with a solution that provides both the convenience and the security. So I'll give you a few use cases. I was thinking last night, when I was thinking about talking today, I was thinking about Commodore Hadfield and having the comet streaking towards the spaceship, the station, and having to, oh my God, I'm almost.
You're done.
Yes.
That's it, Dave.
We're
Sorry,
up there.
everybody.
Please come see a demo.
It is real life. It is real life.
Can't I use his time?
Now, I have to apologize for our next guest. I have not taken a close look at his last name until now, so I'm going to draw on my Italian heritage and go for it. Joe FACCIOLO, co-founder of Guusto.
Nailed it. Busy people need easy ways to strengthen relationships. Maybe you're a realtor and you've got hundreds of clients to thank, or you've got friends and family across the country celebrating a special occasion. But buying physical gifts can be expensive and time-consuming. Gift cards are a hassle to carry around and often get lost. Guusto, which means my pleasure, is a mobile gifting app that allows people to send food and drinks. We've taken the idea of picking up the tab at lunch for a client or buying a friend a pint on their birthday and allowing you to do it from anywhere. Unlike plastic gift cards, Guusto gifts are instant, thoughtful products, like a bottle of wine or dessert that can be redeemed at any partner restaurant, like The Keg, Moxie's, Milestones, Joey's, Cactus Club, and many more. And to really make someone's day, we donate 1 day of clean drinking water for every gift sent. So if you're like most of us and you've got someone to thank, reward, congratulate, say sorry to, give a high five or a kick in the rear, then I encourage you to pull out your phone, download the Guusto app, and see what all the fuss is about. To get you started, and today only, you can use the promo code BOT, Board of Trade, BOT, punch it in, we'll get you going. Mucho gusto.
Brad Palmer, CEO and co-founder of Jostle.
So we're cloud-based software that helps connect employees inside of companies. We've completely reinvented the intranet. This year we helped hundreds of companies around the world engage their employees. This is the coveted Jostle Award, which honors our customers, and I want to highlight a few of them in the time I've got today. Houlihan's won for biggest cultural turnaround. They solved the problem of connecting franchise restaurants to their head office. Their CEO credits Jostle with delivering their best operating and financial results in 13 years. Connect Wireless, an AT&T mobile dealer, won the award for the fastest community engagement. 95% of their employees were using Jostle within days of their launching and every week since. Western Digital, fastest rollout. They got their Jostle instance live 3 days after purchasing it, despite their size. The Onion, most consistent engagement. Over 90% of Onion employees used Jostle every month last year, which is amazing. Omicron, a local company, coolest launch. Then an employee dance mob launched our software. That doesn't happen for SharePoint. So at the end of it all, our job is helping leaders, help them do the things that were talked about in the panel. That's what we do. Drop by us in the networking and we'll get you started.
Thanks, Brad. I can't help but draw the parallel between the importance of employee engagement and what we heard from our innovation panel in regards to leveraging employees to drive innovative practices, innovative culture. So that was a very relevant pitch from today's innovation discussion. Next up, Jim SECORD, CEO of Kashoo.
So how many of you, when you go to your mailbox and you open it up and you see a little brown envelope from the CRA, you actually feel a little sick? So you're not alone. There are 31 million self-employed small business people in the US and Canada that are passionate about their business, but they share that common sickness. They hate paperwork, filing taxes, and accounting. And at Kashoo, we want to change all of that. We want to make accounting simple and actually fun. So we invented the first accounting app that you actually can hold in the palm of your hand. You can use your smartphone or your tablet to track expenses, take photos of receipts, invoice customers, collect payments, connect to your bank accounts, and see where your cash comes and goes out of your company. Kashoo is being installed or set up in over 200,000 small businesses around the world. We are the #1 accounting application for 2 years in a row in Apple's iTunes store, and we're featured in Apple's ads worldwide. Love for you to check out Kashoo. Again, fun and simple accounting. You can try it free for 14 days and sign up at kashoo.com. Thank you very much.
Monique Modern, co-founder, Mentio.
It's actually Monique Morden, but I am very modern.
I'm sorry.
So Mentio is here to help small businesses succeed. So it's really tough being a small business, and they tend to be good at what they do, but not necessarily good at managing their finances. And that's not because they're not smart, it's because they're busy. They're wearing a million different hats, they don't have much time, and you know what? Their core competence is not being a bookkeeper or an accountant. So we're here to help them. We are like a mobile CEO or a virtual CEO. So we suck in all of their financial data. We have algorithms that analyze the trends and patterns within their financial data, and we generate tactical and strategic recommendations on how to improve their business. And we try to provide them with workflow, and we prioritize those so they're customized to them. So while they're on their mobile device, they can get some of those tasks out of the way, and they don't have to feel guilty about the big long list of things they have to do. So we're currently in beta. There's always an ask when you're a technology company. So beyond the ask of, hey, come and invest in my company, which you're all welcome to do, come and talk to me. I'd like you to go to our website, which is mentio.ca. You can actually register, and there's a demo account if you want to go on your mobile device, and you can just have a look at what the software is. We're in beta, so we're one of the youngest companies here, so there's still lots of bumps along the way, but we're working hard and listening to our customers. Thank you very much.
Monique Modern. Jay PARMAR, CEO and co-founder of Piratic.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is JAYESH. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Piratic. Piratic is an online ticketing and event management platform. Now, our team loves events. We love events because it brings people together. It's real human-to-human contact. It's where you meet your friends and make new friends, and it's culture. That's our passion, that's our vision, that's why we do what we do. We built a platform that helps event organizers and people. Now, we can help small events, big events, and we can help enterprise events. The great thing about what we've done is we've made disruptive technology. Forbes magazine has recently listed our technology as one of the most disruptive technologies in the world. So our ask for you today is consideration. Consideration the next time you're putting on an event is consider Picketic. Or consideration also if you're thinking about putting on an event, consider Picketic. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is JAYESH. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Picketic. It's an online ticketing and event management platform. Thank you.
BABAK SARDARY, CEO and co-founder, Trustera, and a product called ScoopMe.
Hi everyone. I thought I would start my explanation of Scoop maybe with a few questions. At this moment when you're sitting here, do you know what your employees are up to? Are they maybe coming across issues in the field that they can't solve and they need remote help with? What about the health and performance of your equipment and machinery? It's obvious that we can use mobile technology to answer these questions and similar ones like them, but what has not been so obvious is how to actually find or build apps that work for your specific business processes. Over the past couple of years, we've been working with large companies like LG Electronics and Kinross Gold to develop and validate a brand new approach to how businesses mobilize their processes. The Scoop platform is a very configurable environment where we can actually build and roll out company-specific apps in a matter of minutes without programming. The platform also comes with built-in analytic dashboards that you can use to visualize the data in real time and be able to make better decisions. And of course, being cloud-based, it's very easy to roll out and scale. Recently, we even added a wireless sensor interface that lets your machines join the Scoop network and actually call for help when they're in trouble.
6 seconds.
Well, the reality is mobile is a game changer, and we can really help you get there much faster than you would with traditional methods. I would love to speak with any of you interested in that. Thank you.
Stephen Forth, co-founder and CEO, TeamFit.
Good morning. So the world of work is changing faster than any of us can imagine. And there is a vast number of people that are currently being pushed from full-time jobs into the contingent workforce. IBM is currently going through the largest workforce restructuring in history. Now this move is going to work for some companies, but a lot of companies are going to hemorrhage talent and spin down. And there are a lot of people out there. There are some people who are really comfortable working in the on-demand economy, but there are others who are afraid of losing job security, losing benefits, and they don't know how to take hold of their own skills and really apply those to get work. At TeamFit, our mission is to help individuals and companies succeed in the contingent economy. And we do this by helping companies really understand the true skills of their people as they're applied in work and the skills of all the people around them that they can bring into projects. And we provide people search tools and also tools for team assembly so you can get the right people on the right team. This is going to let TeamFit understand at a very granular level what skills are actually being used in specific industries and geographies and to identify the real skills gaps so that other companies like Thinkific, who's up next, can really come in and help fill those gaps. So teamfit.co, we've just launched. We're starting projects with major companies in the US over the next month, and we would love to help you understand the skills of your people. Thank you.
Now, just before we get to our last one, I have to point out, here's somebody that used some of his own time to introduce the next presenter. That's impressive. Next up and last up is Greg Smith, co-founder and CEO of Thinkific.
Thank you. TeamFit's great, actually. If you haven't checked them out, you should. We're already using them. Wow, so many great speakers here today and great companies to learn from. Excellent panel, and Chris Hadfield coming up. I'm going to be lucky if you remember one thing that I say today. So let's see if I can get lucky. Don't remember that thing. Don't want to waste my one thing. Online courses. Say it with me once quietly to yourself. Online courses.
Online courses. Oh, sorry.
If you have expertise that you would like to share with your clients to grow your brand and revenues, we can help you. Check out thinkific.com or come talk to me outside. Online courses.